What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Patrick here. Moving on to the next example. So below is a forecast of the production volume for an entire market. So in this chart over here, so we have from the years 2021 to 2025. And then this is the production volume in terms of the number of units of a certain product that are going to be produced in the entire market. So 2021, it's 40,000. And these are all in thousands. So really this 40,000, we would add 3 more zeros to it. So it's really 40 million. I'm going to be mentioning these thousands, but just in the background so you know this is really 40 million. Over here, we just made these numbers to keep the table simplified. All right, so this is the number of units for the entire market that are forecasted. And what's happening is there's a company within this market, and in 2021, that company expects to capture 15.2% of this market, of this production volume. And then in the years after, it expects its market share to increase by 0.36% each year. What will be the company's production volume every year? And if its current production capacity is 6.5 million units, in which year will it have to expand? So this is for the entire market. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a row for the market share of this company, and we'll put it as a percentage. So notice that in 2021, we're told that the company expects to capture 15.2% of the market of this production volume. So we'll put 15.2%. And actually, when we multiply these, we're going to multiply by the decimal. So I'll also put the respective decimal over here. So that's in 2021. And then what they're saying is that in the years after, it expects the market share, its market share, this value to increase by 0.36% each year. So in 2022, it's going to be, if we add 0.36 to this, we would end up with 15.56%, or 0.1556 in decimals. And then 0.36, if we add it to this, we would end up with 15.92%, or 0.1592. And then we add 0.36 to this, we would have 16.28%, so 0.1628. And then when we add 0.36 to the 16.28, we would have 16.64. 360, yeah, 64. So this would be 0.1664, like that. And so to get the company's production volume every year, all we have to do is take the production volume for the entire market, these values here, and then just multiply by the percentage that the company is capturing every year of that market. We would multiply it by those decimals. And when you do those calculations, you'd end up with these figures over here for the company's production volume. And remember, because these were in thousands, that means these are in thousands as well. So really, in 2021, the company expects to produce 6,080,000 units. Right? We would just multiply that figure by 1,000, or over here, 6,410,720. And actually, we need these numbers because, well, you could kind of see it from here, but it's easier to see if we multiply them by 1,000, because the second question is saying the company's current production capacity is 6.5 million units. And so in which year, they're asking, will the company have to expand? Well, basically, when they're producing, or when they expect to produce or capture that market share where they're producing more than 6.5 million units. And here it's less than 6.5 million. Here it's less than 6.5 million. So it's like they have a factory that can produce 6.5 million, so they don't have to expand here yet, but over here, it's over that amount. So at this point, at 2023, in that year, they're going to have to expand that capacity, perhaps maybe buy another factory in order to accommodate those extra units. And notice that it's going to keep going up. All right, so the first part of the question, these are the production volumes, so whether in thousands or the actual amounts. And then in which year will the company have to expand its production capacity if it's currently 6.5 million units in the year 2023.